So, this is the second to last episode of Hunter x Hunter, and it sucks. It really does suck because it's been an enjoyable ride. 147 episodes thus far. The next episode, because you think it's over, but it's not over. Understand that even though this correlates to like about 340 plus chapters in the manga, the story is so far from over, it's not even funny. Like, this shit is gonna be at least, by the time the series ends, I bet you at least like 800 chapters. Not joking. I'm so serious. It is insane. So you think it's over, but it's not over. But however, this adaptation is over. So at some point in the future, there's gonna be another one, obviously, because Hunter x Hunter is still big. It's still getting a shit ton of sales, even though Togashi's always on hiatus. There's always something, whether it be a foot cramp, back pain, jammed thumb, something. It's always something. So the thing is, that this episode, well, first of all, let me talk about the ending, because the ending obviously is very simple, and it's the main meat here. It's the fact that Gon and Killua are finally separating ways. Now, granted, it did happen before, at the beginning of the series, when Killua goes back to the Zoldyck household after the Hunter exam. But then after that time, it's pretty much Gon and Killua, like, tag team, like, Wonder Twin powers. Like, they're always, like, for the most part, they're always with each other. And to see that after everything's said and done, after the Chimera Ant arc, you have Killua gonna go on a journey with Aluka and protect her, because he has made that sacrifice in order to save Gon, his best friend. Then you have Gon himself, who's going on a journey to, I think, find him. Oh, okay, well, find himself is not really right way to phrase it, but he's going on a journey, I think, to mainly just train himself to a greater degree. Like, basically, they're separating, and they're gonna go wherever they're gonna go. They're not gonna follow each other anymore. And in this case, the catalyst for Gon is Jin, and in Killua's case, his catalyst is his sister, Luca. So it sucks because you have like that final, you know, like, it's really hard to say goodbye kind of moment, but they do it, and they turn around like fucking men, like they were 7 years older. Like, oh shit, like, I'll see you later, man. Yeah, like, eat on me once in a while. Yeah, no problem. I got you. Deuces. That's it. And I was like, shit. But you can see their faces. You can see that they're really sad. You can see that they don't want to do it, but it has to be done. Because they're both going their separate ways. And I'm really curious as to see, because I don't know if they're going to actually show it anytime in the future, but Killua's journey. Because Killua's journey, I think, is more, like, there's more danger in his journey, considering the fact that he's going to be hunted by his bro. His bro now knows that he can manipulate Killua, therefore manipulate Luca, therefore have wishes, have Shenron at his disposal anytime he wants. Like, oh my God, like, why wouldn't he do anything to try and find Killua? So Killua is going to have one hell of a journey. And when Jin and Gon have their meeting, well, shit, you have no idea what's about to happen. For the only anime watchers, you have no idea the Hunter x Hunter verse. None. What are you doing? Like, you thought you knew, but you don't know. You don't know shit. Right? We didn't know shit until all of a sudden, bam, the world just fucking, and you're like, no, stop, Togashi, just calm down. Even though I'm going crazy. So the thing here is that I'm stoked. All right, it's a sad, it's a sad moment because they're leaving each other for the first time in a very, 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 very long time. Considering the fact that also Killua had to do a shit ton to get him back to the way he is today. Go. So he does owe him. He does mention that. And I did find it amusing how in the previous episode, Killua notified Morel to tell Leorio to not tell Gon who healed him. But Killua winds up telling Gon anyway. Oh yeah, like it was Aluka. Or in this case, Nanika. So he does it anyway. And, again, so it shows you that, I guess in his mind, he just wanted to tell his friend face to face after everything was all said and done. After business was taken care of. So the ending, again, for like the third and for the fifth and final time. well, the 5th time, maybe not the final time. It's sad and it sucks, but it is what it is. We all do it in life, whether it be we're going off to college, out of state, whether we're going to get a job in another part of the country. We all have to go our separate ways and say goodbye to our loved ones, to our friends, and move on to something greater in life. At least most of us. Not all of us, but most of us. Because some of us are born into money and don't have to go anywhere. But hey, whatever. A whole different topic for another day. Now, and I guess that's another reason why it was so impactful to that moment. Because that moment is real. A lot of people, including myself, we can relate to that moment. We can relate to that whole, I'm going to see you later, but I don't know when later is going to be. It can be a month, it can be 2 years, it can be 5 years, some 10 years. So, again, it is what it is. But it sucks. So, moving on. The beginning. Oh my god. I told you! Motherfucker's deep! Koala? Like, what? Like, listen. You see, I decided not to do like a 30-minute spiel. Because, listen, I have to. I have to. But instead of doing like a 30-minute discussion video or a 30-minute segment within the review itself, no. What I'm going to do is that on Friday or on Saturday, I'm going to do a live stream. I'm going to do a 100x100 live stream. I'm going to talk about that part, mainly that part, because I want to go deep. I want to go, because this Koala, he breaks this shit down. And mind you, he starts off as an atheist, if you would. And he winds up becoming a believer. And that's because of the fact that he was reincarnated. Now, granted, we can't prove reincarnation in our plane of existence. However, what he does say about the amount of power, and this is like the tip of the iceberg, like the amount of power that may exist in something that is infinitesimally small, may be the equivalent of the very universe itself. And this is true in the sense of the creation of the universe, wherein which you have the Big Bang, and you have this infinitely small mass, infinitely, basically, keep it simple. You have this really, really, really small spot, all right, infinite. It was infinitely small, and an infinite mass, and then, boom, and then it created all this. In that sense, he talks about the soul, and how you have the soul which he thought, because he never perceived the soul to be something that was actually real. He perceived the soul to be something that was actually like imaginative. And in his case, when you die, you decompose. Our consciousness, our ego, is nothing more than something a little more complex than that of a bug. I mean, consider the fact that we as humans can only utilize 10% of our own brain capacity. Right. So, thing here is that he explains, but in this case, I have to believe, because even though the girl that I killed, who looks like Kite, her soul escaped, if you would, and I'll get to that in the live stream too. But I had to continue the cycle. And when he talks about the cycle, know how it looks like the barrel of a gun, if you would, like just the way it's designed, and it's a spiral. And the spiral continues on and on towards darkness. And the darkness, in this case, represents infinity. Because you don't know, it's endless. It keeps on going and going. Hence the cycle. It never stops. There's no edge point. There's no stop and end. It's, I think the word in Japanese is mugen, infinite. And then he talks about the possibilities of the information stored in the double helix that is DNA. And he just goes on and on and on. I'm like, yes, keep on going, man. It's good shit. It's very good stuff. I love it. So I'm going to talk about it in greater detail, probably on Friday or Saturday. I'm going to write down what he says. I'm going to transcribe what he says. And then I'm going to go over it. We're going to go over it mid-live stream. We're going to talk about it because it is pretty deep. I love his perception of things. And over the course of the years, I have gained greater knowledge. For example, black holes, how inside a black hole, time it pretty much stops. Okay, well, let me just say it for later, okay? But it's very good, and I fucking love it, man. I love this shit. All right, because in essence, it goes to show you just how much we as humans have to learn and understand about the universe around us. Now, granted, it's Togashi's thoughts. I mean, that's what it is in essence. In essence, it's Togashi telling us his views of the universe, through the koala. But now, whether or not he believes in reincarnation, again, not too sure about that. But what he says through the koala, I think, is phenomenal. So again, I'll get to that another point in time. So the next part and the last part of the episode, which I think is obviously very important, Kite. And Kite's back, and basically like the koala is going to work for Kite for like the rest of its life, which kind of, I mean, it would suck in a sense, but at the same time, he kind of has to do it because he feels that regret for killing the girl who looks like Kite. Fair enough. And at the same time, Kite understands that even though he died, quote-unquote died, Gon, he was able to kill Pito, and he failed. So he but at the same time, Gon admits that he couldn't do it on his own. So in essence, they both understand that they both have a long way to go to where they no longer have to burden their friends to this degree. Furthermore, in that essence, they are equals. Now, beforehand, you had, like when, well, in the anime, it's like episode 100 something, but in the manga, it's like chapter 1, where Kai comes in there, he smacks or he punches Gon after he messes up when it comes to the bear fox thing, and how you have pretty much in essence Kite lecturing Gon. Well, in this case, there's none of that. There's no I'm the master and you're the student, or I'm the teacher, and no. Like, it's we're equals. We're on the same playing field here because we both have a long way to go. We have to perfect our imperfections in order to make sure that the paths set before us are set in stone and they're not fickle. They don't break easy because of our emotions, because of our lack of strength, and so on and so forth. So again, I like that part too as well. So overall, the episode, I think it was a fantastic episode. They did a very good job on displaying the emotions without the tears, mind you, without the tears. Then you had just the deepness. I mean, the deepness alone of the koala, it's mine, like straight up. Just if you could fuck your mind, that's what it would be. If a dick could go in your ear, that's what it would be. It's like, bro, this is amazing. And then, well, because assuming that it would be pleasurable, whatever. And then finally you have the Kite thing, which again is pretty damn good in of itself. So overall, the episode I think is a yo. I loved it. I liked it a lot. And again, either Friday or Saturday, I'll announce at some point, live stream Hunter x Hunter. The main part here is going to be the koala stuff, and then we'll go into discussion about Hunter x Hunter, about certain stuff. Anime specifically. Manga stuff is going to be spoiler. It is. It's going to be massive spoiler. So it's going to be anime only stuff. We'll talk about some theories, and then characters, and which characters are stronger, which characters are better overall character, like when it comes to better development, and so on and so forth. Like, where's the Gator? Like, where is my boy Gator? Alright, the fucking Chimera Ant, like, he's still, like, I'm gonna fuck everything. Like where's that dude? Yeah, stuff like that. So, overall, this game, I'm done, and I will see you guys later. Rate the video, comment, subscribe. Peace. Have a nice day.